I'm hearing there's nothing wrong with being comfortable. Almost like a financial security. There's nothing wrong with being comfortable. There's nothing wrong with being secure. Somebody doesn't want you to be comfortable. They yeah, they're trying to attack you every time you get comfortable because they want you to feel insecure. But there's nothing wrong with being comfortable. And also like they got a lot of weird like mannerisms when it comes to being comfortable, like never get too comfortable or something like that. For some people, it's okay to get comfortable. You're in a really good place. It's okay to work hard. Somebody is like wanting you to be lazy, and it's almost like they want you to get to a point where you don't accept anything being offered to you. Like they want you to feel like you're too good for life. And life is about working. For some people, maybe I'm talking to a Capricorn. I could also be talking to a Taurus. But for some people, work is enjoyable and it's fun to get up and do things in life and not sit around waiting for the world to tell you how to feel about things. Okay. But this person who is trying to tell you how to feel about life is abnormal. Is abnormal to walk around trying to tell people how to live their lives. So for you, for whoever this is I'm talking to, you're rejecting it and you're going to keep on doing what you're doing. Do what makes you happy. Cuz I'm feeling like I'm getting somebody they're being sneaky. First of all, they're trying to make it seem like you work too hard, like you need to chill out, but then as soon as you if somebody is actually taking this advice and relaxing, they want to attack you for being lazy, and it's going to go back and forth. So maybe some people are going through the situation right now where it just keeps going back and forth. You work too hard, you're lazy. You work too hard, you're lazy. And it's supposed to put you in a state of mind where you just are completely unrested. Like it's just a state of unrest. You're unsettled, and it's a mental problem. They're working together. They're working together to try to drive you crazy, and it's just because they are crazy, and it's kind of a mistake to take their advice. So get out of that situation. Some people are already getting out of that situation and just moving on to the next rhythm, the next flow. It's like they're stuck. Somebody was stuck in this back and forth. Somebody's parents could be getting a divorce. Or maybe this is somebody who has regressed to a childlike state of mind and they're still focused on the relationship of their parents. Somebody can move on out of this hermit phase. Whoever it is that was in this hermit phase thinking over your life, it's time to move on. You have better days ahead of you, and whatever it is that you're trying to fix is not your problem to resolve in the first place. Somebody needs to accept reality and accept the truth that some people just don't get along. Maybe as your neighbors, maybe as your coworkers, but it's not your business. Okay, that's what I'm getting for some people. And I feel like this devil card is popping up. Like it's the devil that had you in this trap, but you can clearly see that you can leave at any moment. But the devil wants you to think that you're trapped here. Like almost like parents arguing and like you're trapped as a child, but you're not a child. You can leave. And even if it's parents arguing in your mind or governing entities fighting in your mind, you don't have to stay in that situation. It's just one state of mind. You don't have to maintain that state of mind that's stressing you out. And actually is not very popular. Most people are doing what they love. Most people are enjoying life and ignoring the chaos in the world, the fake news or whatever it may be, because it's just irrelevant. Okay. Some people are really in too deep to understand, but for some people, I feel like it's just you're just maybe just on the surface of getting involved in other people's problems, but you can walk away from this. You don't have to feel bad. Even if somebody is trying to make you feel bad, you still have your own situations, and your situations are very positive. It just so happens that you are being provided for. Whatever it is that your goals are, you have the money to buy what you want. And so technically, you don't have to worry about other people's issues. And I feel like these issues can go on forever. It's their problem. I need to emphasize it's their problem, and they can go and fix their problems without bringing them. Because ultimately, if they're asking for money, all you have to do is say no. I mean, they can't rob you unless they're robbing you. And then there's a whole other situation of them having to repay you and also go to jail with interest, repay you with interest. So whatever the situation is, these people, these problematic people, are going to have to deal with their own problems. Because I feel like you're no longer given 2 cents worth of time. Focus on other people's problems. So it's almost like you have permission to move on and do something that makes you happy, right? Let's see who this could be. I see brighter days. And it's also like whether you like it or not, the sun is going to rise. And I feel like really all you need to do is sit back and relax. Whoever it is that was trying to bring you down emotionally, I could be talking to a Pisces. You have the ability to rise back up. You don't have to get stuck on a note. You don't have to sing the same old sad song. This could be a Virgo. I also feel like you have access to yourself that most people don't have access to within themselves. Like if we're going to say we're all human, we all have the same components or whatever. I feel like some people don't have access to everything that they come with, and you do. You have access to the locked compartments. Some people are locked out. Okay, somebody's name could start with an E, first, middle, and last name. This could be a Gemini. But also, like, you have whatever it is that's frustrating you, and people trying to get you frustrated, trying to lock up your flow or stop your flow. You have to stop that from happening. Somebody's name could start with a D, first, middle, or last. This could be about special education. For some people, they're slowed down. They're slow. They're developmentally delayed. You don't have to stay behind and wait for them. You can move ahead. Some people need to take things slow because they don't want to accept reality. They don't know how to move on. They want you to keep repeating yourself. Somebody's name could start with an I, first, middle, or last name. I'm also seeing the word die. D-I-E. Somebody's dying to themselves. Dying to the situation where you think that you have to be trapped by satanic forces. Because worshipers spew hatred. And that's all there is to it. Because the wrath of God is cured. God loves you. This could be a Taurus I'm talking to. God loves you. And whatever the situation is that you're going through, whatever you're cutting through, these demons that you're cutting off, they're going to be left behind. Now I'm feeling something coming up from the family. Yeah, I feel like it's some things that you went through in the past that maybe left you kind of broken, but that brokenness is what's so attractive about you. And people don't understand it because they're stuck in the past. They're stuck on whatever it is, whatever it was that, and they think that you're just broken. But for the future, when you're moving into the future, people who don't even know you or where you come from, they just see that you have a kindred heart, a contrite spirit that's is almost like is lovable. It makes someone to love you and nurture you. Okay. It's like they see that you got knocked down and you stood back up. That's what they see. Whereas the people in the past, they're just fixated on the fact that you got knocked down. And they don't even want to see you get up. They just want to burn that image in their head of you being knocked down. and try and manifest that into being the only reality that there is. But you got back up. And these people are worried. They're worried that what are they worried about? Who's worried? Okay, these are the people who are still stuck in the satanic forces. Some people are moving out of the situation. Some people are staying behind. But I feel like whoever it is that's stuck is doing it to themselves. Because they feel like this is who I am. They don't want to leave behind themselves. They don't want to disappoint themselves. They don't want to betray themselves. And maybe they see themselves in these entities that are harassing them. You got to let that go. You got to die to yourself. Yeah. Something about a soulmate, a wedding. Okay. So this is coming for this person moving out of their hermit mode and into a brighter day. Somebody who maintained their integrity. I definitely see somebody mirroring themselves. This could be some shadow work. Somebody is wising up to the situation and seeing exactly what's going on. Moving into a new field of self-love and light. Somebody says, I am not available. Maybe this is what you're saying. You're not available to the devil. You're not available to your haters. You're not a target to people who have formed attacks and weapons against you. Okay? Yeah, Son of Knives. People standing outside lurking around your doorstep. People lurking outside your window, trying to throw attacks at you. You're not available to them, okay? I feel like it's not rocket science here. Maybe somebody is coming to the light. Maybe they're getting an epiphany and seeing the difference between good and evil. Evil, for some people, is allowing this to persist. Because you have the power to leave the situation and look at somebody extending a hand to you as being helpful and not being paranoid about it. Because you're so used to people trying to attack you and being up to no good. Somebody has to heal the trauma that they had with their parents. Maybe specifically a mother, maybe a grandmother. Some women in your family did you wrong because they were jealous of you. They saw your light and they were jealous. It doesn't make sense. It's not normal. It's not okay. But this is something you have to accept. That's what they did. There's no way to spin the story around, try to make them out to be better people than they are. You can still grow from this. Being knocked down is nothing to be ashamed of. You got back up. You're getting back up. Okay? And this is something that people admire in you. The real ones. They see it in you and they respect that about you. Is nothing to be ashamed of. And then they can also see that you're being attacked. And it's very petty. These people attacking you, they don't look good. They make themselves look bad by doing this. And you have clearly experienced some trauma in the past. It's like you've been there, done that. They just want a slice of your pie. This could be taken in a number of ways. I feel like it's somebody coming at you sexually, like they want something from you, but also like your money. And however you take that, it can be taken in a number of ways. Also, like they want to eat from your plate. Ace of Coins. But like it's something about like balancing out this energy and not seeing everything from a negative perspective, because ordinarily, you might think of somebody with their hand out wanting a piece of your pie, but it also could be an offering, somebody offering you something. Maybe somebody's offering you a new chance, a new chance to be able to accept things and be able to become a receptive position. For some people, I just see 41 or 14. This could be a significant number to you. Something about love. maybe having to do with Valentine's Day. Um, for maybe this is an anniversary for somebody. But I see with this 3 of 6 is you definitely coming back to yourself and maybe having a day and a self-care day with yourself. Because you really can see how much you've been through. Gosh, they really had you up against a wall. They really tried to crucify you, whoever this was. Because I feel like it's almost like you're afraid to really enjoy yourself. And this is because of trauma. But you're getting over it. It's not going to turn into PTSD or anything like that. You're getting over it. You're just glazing right past it. And that's what these people are upset about. People who got stuck and left behind in the past. Could be the mother, could be the grandmother. But I feel like you're gonna have a new mother. You're leaving this toxic mother behind, and this mother didn't want you to move on. They wanted you to remember everything that they did to you, and be traumatized for the rest of your life. And maybe this was all they knew. Maybe they thought that people are supposed to live in trauma, so they wanted to make sure you had more than enough of it. You can look at the situation like your mother, whoever it was that raised you, or whatever this mother represents for you, did the best they could do. And if they knew better, they would have. They knew that they were supposed to be making your childhood comfortable and safe. They would have did that. They thought that they were supposed to toughen you up, and that's what they did, and it broke their heart. I feel like they're gonna learn that it was wrong what they did, and they're gonna break down. So just keep them in prayer. Go stand and speak in the temple to the people all the words of this life. All right. That is Acts 5:20 is a word for somebody. That you have a testimony to share. You have love in your heart, and it's meant for you to share this with people. To go and share what it is that you have in your heart, that God placed in you. Share it with the world. You went through a unique experience, and I feel like also like people who did you wrong didn't know any better. They really thought that they were doing right, even if it was wrong. They thought they were supposed to be doing wrong things, or whatever the case is. They're going to ask for forgiveness, and you're going to be in a place where you can forgive them, and it's all is going to be well. The devil is going to be pissed off because he really thought that he had a grip on you. He thought it was impossible for you to remain in your love, this love that God placed on your heart. He thought he really had got rid of that. You are ready for commitment. Somebody is gonna start a new relationship. This could be with a partner, a physical partner. This could be your calling. You really giving your all to God's ministry. The ministry that he placed on your heart is a commitment for some people. But I also feel like this is a love for some people. Somebody is mentioning marriage. Somebody says he'll stand up for you. Psychic readings confirm it. So this message is being confirmed right now, or this message is a confirmation for some people. Maybe somebody was already proposed to. Maybe somebody specifically said, I'll stand up for you, I'll be there for you. So I feel like this is definitely something positive that's happening for you. Or maybe this is the ministry that's being confirmed. And maybe somebody feels like specifically that this ministry is a relationship with God. Okay. You're so free right now. I feel like the bondage is being lifted from you, and you realize that you can go anywhere in life. Nobody's holding you back. They were at some point. Okay. You don't have to be delusional about the situation that you were in. Somebody had you trapped. Somebody had you locked down in the basement for some people. Somebody says you're overreaching. All right. Somebody says you're overreaching. Something happened in June. I feel like somebody was trapped in their home. Maybe it was like agoraphobia. Somebody was afraid to leave. Maybe somebody never got over something traumatic that happened to them and they were afraid to leave the house. Or somebody was trying to make you afraid to leave the house. But it didn't work at all. Okay? It was just like silly. Somebody says, I'm not going through this again. Something could have happened in 96. Something traumatic could have happened in 96. And they're afraid to leave the house. But I also feel like this could be your spirit, your home, your physical temple. Because it's saying, go to the temple, go stand and speak in the temple to the people all the words of this life. Yeah, I feel like this is really about how you exist in your own body. Where's your body is the temple. And being able to breathe. And somebody is like afraid to leave their house, which is understandable. But for some people, this message is that you're going to be having outer body experiences. You're going to be traveling outside of your body for some people. You don't have to be afraid. But also for some people, God says stay home. And that if you leave, somebody's going to try and take your home. So somebody has to tie themselves to their home in a protest. Or even their physical body in a protest in order to not allow other people to infringe on their property and their space, to trespass their space. That this is a mixed message for some people. Somebody is pompous or accusing you of being pompous. You're manifesting your own reality right now. You're the one in the driver's seat. You decide what this is that's happening before you and how to take it. Because you're building your self-esteem right now. And somebody's talking about high and behind material things. So this could also be, this could be a large house that you might have. And somebody's saying you're overreaching, like, Or maybe they could be saying this to me, overreaching. I don't know. Almost like stay in your place. But that sounds kind of demonic. Messages for some people. Oh yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Somebody's saying, yeah, like stay in your lane. Like you're somebody's saying you're talking too loud. But I feel like they're depressed. They want to live in darkness. And also like they're the ones being nosy. Because if they were minding their business, they wouldn't be worried about what you were doing in your house. Okay? It has something to do with frequencies. Like, this person is wrapped around you. They're making you their whole world. Somebody could be in college, I don't know, maybe. Or maybe this is something that happened in the past where they got a noise violation because this person was so worried about what you were doing. And also something about somebody going on a jog and something happening during that jog. Like, to be careful. Maybe take somebody with you to jog. Let's close this. One more to close. Okay. You're not the black sheep of the family. Somebody wanted you to feel that way. The ugly duckling. That's not what you are. You're the chosen one. It's almost like you're the only one that got out. You're the only one that escaped. And you're moving on to better days.